So if we did this with the Farm Bill at $15 billion, and since we're going to be spending $520 billion on defense, isn't there any way we could carve $10 billion out of the defense spending to come up with the $25 to help these Americans out, and then work on a jobs bill to get these people back into the economy? I mean, it's like running a business. If you are solvent, you can find the money. You can find the money to do what you got to do in business if you're solvent in the way you operate. I mean, there is money here. Why won't the Republicans give it up?
Well, there are a number of places you can look at it. I would argue, Ed, that the first place you should look for is actually the farm subsidies themselves, because my understanding is at this point in time that the Farm Bill only includes about $8, $9, $10 billion in savings from ending the farm subsidies, when the president's budget, the Ryan budget, and the House Democratic budget all actually had $30 billion in them just from getting rid of these excessive farm subsidies. And so the Farm Bill guys have actually whittled those savings way down. There's no reason taxpayers should be shelling out billions and billions of dollars to large agribusinesses. And so that's another place to look. But look, the bottom line is that we should not be moving forward on this unless we can use those savings and other savings we may find to help those folks who are still struggling. And as you've pointed out many times, it's not only to help those struggling families, it's to help the small businesses, the merchants in the surrounding neighborhoods, because those folks have to pay the rent. They got to put food on the table.
They sure do. And that ag dollar turns 11 times on Main Street in rural America. One more point. Paul Ryan said the Republicans want concessions out of the debt limit. Are they gearing up for a default? I mean, what is he talking about?
I'm glad you raised that, because some people are asking whether this bipartisan moment is something that will be sustainable or whether it's a one-off. And we began to get the answer very quickly from Congressman Ryan over the weekend, which is that we're quickly going to go back to brinksmanship, where Republicans are going to threaten the full faith and credit of the United States, that they're going to threaten that we will not pay our bills on time unless they enact and extract partisan and political concessions. And so apparently their view will be once again that in order for Republicans to do the right thing and make sure that the country pays its bills, you've got to help enact the Republican Tea Party agenda. I hope that's not the case, but that's what it was beginning to sound like just this last weekend.
There's no doubt about it. They're on the hunt for a hostage. They are on the hunt again for a hostage after all this smiling at the press conference. We got a bipartisan deal and all this stuff. No, they're out on the hunt. They're going to do the same stuff they've done before. You can't trust them. Congressman Chris Van Hollen, good to have you with us tonight. Appreciate your time.